So this is the story of a hungry soul. I hope you like it. In the northern region of India, beyond the great Himalayas, nestled between snow-capped peaks and valleys of the Shivalik range, there lies a small village. The village was known for its age-old tales, its spiritual energy, and most of all, its unwavering faith in the power of the supernatural. Every year during the vernal equinox, when the sun's rays pierced through the sacred peepal tree, the villagers would tell stories of the spirit world. The air grew thick with anticipation, and the flickering light of the hearth danced in their eager eyes. For one night every year, the veil between the worlds was at its thinnest, and the restless souls of the departed had their chance to communicate with the living. This night was known as Pratigya, the night when the ancestors returned, and with their return came both a warning and a tale. The elders would recount the legend of Raghu, a miser who lived in a nearby town. Now Raghu wasn't any ordinary man. Oh no, he was a man of means. A wealthy merchant whose coffers overflowed with gold and whose granaries were bursting with grain. But despite his wealth, Raghu was consumed by an insatiable greed. He denied his wife and children the finest clothes, doted on and pampered himself, and hoarded his wealth like a dragon guarding its treasure. The townspeople often went hungry, and many a time they knocked on Ragupati's door seeking help. But he turned them away, his heart as hard as the gold that he so treasured. Then one day, famine struck the land. Crops withered, the river ran dry, and people started to die of hunger. But Raghupati remained unaffected. He locked his storerooms, sealed his windows and doors, and pretended that the world outside didn't exist. And so while the people of the town slowly perished from hunger, Raghupati ate his fill every day, his heart unmoved by the cries of the starving. Then one night, as he lay sleeping, death came for him. He choked on his food, his face contorted in a silent scream, and his eyes bulged out, wide with terror, but no one came to his aid. His own son, weakened by hunger, was too afraid to help. And so Raghupati died alone, his wealth unused, his life uncherished. Now, when a person dies without performing the last rites, without prayers or rituals, their soul wanders the earth, trapped between the worlds of the living and the dead. It becomes what we call a Pretatma, a hungry ghost. And so Raghupati's soul became a Pretatma, condemned to wander the earth forever, always hungry, never to be satiated. On Pratapada, the night when the veil between the worlds was at its thinnest, Raghupati's soul would return to his home in search of the food he had so greedily hoarded in life. But alas, his house was empty, his storerooms looted, and his wealth, which had once been his pride, was now scattered to the winds. So he roamed the earth, a restless spirit, forever in search of the food he could never eat. And that is why the elders would warn the villagers on Pratipada, the ancestral night, do not leave food outside your homes. The Pretatma walks tonight. And as the night wore on, the villagers huddled closer around the fire, their whispers growing hushed as they recounted the tale of Raghupati, the miser who had become the Pretatma, the hungry ghost.